Nintendo 64, one of the best gaming consoles of all time, and one of the first consoles to feature 3D graphics. Even though this was the first time they tried to make games with 3D graphics, the games were absolutely beautiful, and they have aged well. And that's why I decided to create this list. We start off this list with an M-rated game. That's right, you know who I'm talking about. Conkers Bad Fur Day. A game where you have to control a drunk squirrel and help him find his way home. Throughout the way, you encounter lots of enemies. Together with Conker, you start defeating bosses, solving puzzles, and gathering objects. The result is always cash, which Conker seems to love a lot. But don't we all? This game might look like your typical Banjo-Kazooie or Mario 64 game, but it includes alcohol, violence, and vulgar humor. Also, boobs. The funny thing is, this game helped me cure my toothache so many times when I was a kid. I remember sitting in front of the screen at night playing this game, and then before I noticed, my toothache was gone. I owe you one, Conker. Next on the list we have Mario Kart 64, which is Mario in a kart racing. Mario Kart 64 is one of those games that might look bad, but once you start playing, you can never stop. As I was saying, it's a go-kart racing game which includes 8 characters from the Mario series. Right off the bat, you get to choose how many players you want to play. I always loved the 1 and 2 player mode, but I never tried playing the other ones that much, because I never liked those modes. Anyways, the controls on this game are great, the maps are great, the items you can get throughout the game are even greater. Except for you, Blue Shell. Nobody likes you. Unless I'm the one that has it. In that case, I love you, Blue Shell.
Mario Party 3!
AKA the Friendship Destroyer 3 takes the number 3 spot. Coincidence? I think not. I've played Mario Party 1 and Mario Party 2, but this game took everything that made those two games good and introduced new boards, new fun mini-games, and new items. I never really cared about the story mode in this game, because, honestly speaking, I never played it. I only played the Battle Royale map with friends, where you had to get as many stars as possible to win. I have to admit, this game was pretty nerve-wracking, but it was fun as hell. But man, did we play this mode a lot. We had every minigame unlocked pretty damn quick, and once we did that, we always went to the minigame room and had fun playing the minigames without having to start a new Battle Royale game. This game will always be one of my favorites.
It's me, Mario!
You all knew this game was gonna be on the list, and here it is at last. Super Mario 64, the game that changed everything, from the way you play Mario to the way the game itself looks. We finally got to see Mario in 3D, and that was very exciting. The game itself had freedom and exploration, which most games lack. Now, when I started playing this game, I was kinda stuck, because I didn't know what I had to do. I ran around the castle, I ran inside the castle, and I still didn't know what I had to do. Until my sister decided to give it a try herself. While she was jumping around like an idiot, she accidentally jumped inside a painting, and after that, we finally found out what we had to do. The game had 120 stars you could collect to open doors as you progressed, and introduced a lot of levels. The story is simple. The princess gets kidnapped and you have to save her again, because we won that cake. Apart from the gameplay and story, the game had some amazing tunes. Every time I listen to them, I get nostalgic, especially Dire Dire Docks. I know this list has a lot of multiplayer games, but I just love these kind of games, and I certainly love Super Smash Bros. 64. You could finally duke it out with those cute, memorable Nintendo characters. This game was amazing. It felt like a crossover between Nintendo games. Mario, Pokemon, Kirby, Earthbound, Legend of Zelda, Donkey Kong, Star Fox, Metroid, and FZero all in one game. And the best thing is, every character has their own set of moves. You had the option to choose the one-player mode where you had to beat different characters to progress until you finally get to beat Master Hand. Honestly speaking, this mode never seemed appealing to me, but I had to do it so I could unlock certain characters. After that came the Versus mode. Now, this is where it gets good. In this mode, you could play up to 4 players. Either it was a 1 vs 1, 2 vs 2 with teams, or just a 4-player free-for-all battle. It didn't matter, it was always fun. This mode never got boring. I have spent countless hours of playing this game with my friends, countless hours of uppercutting with Luigi, and countless hours of trying to get that sweet, sweet hammer. I really don't know what to say more about this game. It will always be one of my favorite games of all time. Well, looks like we've reached the end. I'd like to thank you for watching and I hope you enjoyed. If you liked this video and want to see more, I'd suggest you like me on Facebook. With that being said, goodbye.